Okay, well, let's take a walk and I'll show you what I see. Uh, this right now I'm waiting for the title company and the seller's agent to realize they've got my earnest money, so they will give me the keys so I can go in the house. You know, so far I can't go in the house, but I'm going to take you on a little tour, uh, try and show you the church itself, and maybe even ring the bell. So here we go. Yeah, have a good day. The caretaker house has, newer, looks like double pane, uh, vinyl windows. So it's all good. All the windows in the church pretty much need to eventually be repaired. I need to go buy, a cordless screwdriver so I can put my flag up on the front of the church. But this is the garage. There's no door, but it'd be easy to put a roll-up door on it. It's plenty big for a car. Got a nice workbench, a start anyway, and most things. This is just for parking a car, really. Um, a lot of junk. I'm gonna get a dumpster and start spraying weed killer and bug killer and get a dumpster so I can start cleaning up all the debris everywhere and try and maybe even weed eat a bunch of the grass. Just get it knocked down so that I can, get to the areas I can get to make repairs and do painting. There'll be something to do pretty much every day for the rest of my life. Um, so this is the shoot area. Um, we're going into the church here. I just don't want to step on a nail. I got Crocs on, and whoever did the work did a really awesome job. I'm going to turn a flashlight on so we can shed some light on this whole thing, and drop my book. This will make it all a lot easier. Okay, there we go. This right here, they've been using this area right here as the chute for all the material coming off the roof as they're replacing the roof. So at some point when all the stuff's off the roof is done, this will be, one of the first things that needs to get buttoned up because nothing's really secure until it's done. Nice new power box. I have questions about these yellow wires. I don't know why. This all looks pretty darn good on this panel. This is the church panel, and this is the utility hallway. Here's the panel for the caretaker house. No. This is uh, who knows. I got two electrician friends, one here in town that I met already, and I met the next door neighbor who has a wood production business up on the Smith River, and he's able to cut any dimension wood of any type. And it's going to need some cleaning, some wood. There's a loft of some kind up here that I know nothing about. But this is just the utility hallway. The water works, but I need to, have a plumber inspect and, make sure everything's fine. Decent water heater. This is a bathroom that's in the utility hallway between the church and the caretaker house. It all needs, a little bit of cleaning up and a little bit of modernization, but the wood here, when they say 2x4, they really mean 3x5. Not really so much 1 3/4 equals 2 inches. It's amazing how this place is built. It's like a battleship. We're actually in the this is the section I didn't even know really existed. This is unfinished over here, but it's for all the ductwork and where all the plumbing and water and there's another tool I didn't know was here. Nice pick. Well, not so nice, but I've been finding tools everywhere. There's stuff everywhere. Over here, got a little bit of this, pretty neat little room. This is actually in between the basement and the main church level. These are bathrooms that are unfinished. Everything's here. Gonna have to have it all checked out and worked on. I'm gonna come back because once we go up the steps, we'll be going up to the main level. I want to show you down here. Ductwork. This is that McPherson Honeywell heat pump. Gonna have to have it inspected, serviced, see if I can get heat into the church. All the ductwork is awesome. The foundation's just, freaking bulletproof. This is just part of the basement. Going down, little stairway here, little ramp. Here's a interesting little room that's in the basement. You probably can't even see any of this, but this is the big part of the basement that's underneath. I just want to show you some of this beautiful wood. This church was not built on the cheap. This is a stairwell that I guess it's the stairway to nowhere, because you start walking up and you end up bottoming out to the main level. This over here is underneath of the altar area. I imagine, someday I may actually open this up, because this obviously is one of the steps down to the basement. The ramp that I used is another, and there's another set of steps on the other side, which we'll go to. There's a lot of light. God, I hope you can see any of this. The foundation, the flooring, there's a nice big sump, storage, storm drain. I just talked to the next door neighbor, and he told me that his son went up to tie a new rope in the bell tower, and that the bell is more than 3 feet in diameter at the bottom. The knocker bell weighs about 7 pounds, 8 pounds, and the casting on the bell, which weighs 300 to 400 pounds and takes a crane to lift in or lift out. I don't think it'll ever need to be lifted out, but the casting date is 1878. This is another little storage room. There's You know, there are some stained glass windows around. I don't know if you can really see that. I wish you could see what I see. Let's see if this... Oh, I didn't have the brightest light on. There we go. That might make a huge difference. You know, there's lots of ductwork, a stove, a refrigerator, microwave oven, tables, panels for room separating. There's a bitchin' old ping pong table. I can't wait to set that up. I hopefully there'll be enough room for it. You know, I'm just gonna try and keep the light fixated on. I mean, look at these beams. I mean, I wish you knew how big that was. Damn it. Let's see if I can get my hand in the picture or the flash now. I mean, this thing is just built incredibly well. The underside of the main floor of the church. This looks like it used to be a little room. There's a lot of light in the basement. You know, it's kind of hard to tell, but I just found out another new thing. I don't know that I ever looked under the steps that go up to the church, but if you are walking in the front and you walk over right on the other side of that white wall there and make a left turn, there's actually an outdoor bathroom there with a toilet and everything. I think there's 7 or 8 toilets here. You know, at least, well, there's 2 full. This is the service doors that double doors that open at you know, mainly ground level to get larger items into the church. I'm going to try and look around for some kind of nifty 1917 to 1920 piano or you know, an organ or something someday. I mean, not so much. I really only plan to maybe have a wedding chapel complete where maybe I can get a license, and you know, that whole thing probably ain't never gonna work out good for me, but you know, power to anybody who gets married and can make it work. Another room here. This was one of the rooms I don't even know how the hell I never saw it before, but I didn't. I mean, looks like washer and dryer hookup, and I think there's maybe 3 or 4 different places where it looks like there's hookups for washer and dryer or sinks, maybe like a wash sink, or I think we are about done with the basement. So we're gonna work our way back over up past the heat pump. I mean, look at this stuff. It's just incredible wood. I mean, some of these beams they're 10-inch square, maybe even, I mean, they are definitely 10 inches square, 8 inches square. I mean, a lot of this stuff is way overbuilt. I mean, they used to do shit the right way once upon a time. It just isn't done that way anymore. Over here, this is the service entry again, but this is, over here is the caretaker house. And it's all already complete. It just needs new carpet and paint, and it'll be livable. The 2 bathrooms I showed earlier, and then going up these steps to the main floor. And this over here is the classroom. You know, it's full of the chairs they used for the pews. What do we got here? I needed to find this wire weld coil, electrogalvanized bitchin'. Okay, I need this information for the roofer. I told him there were just boxes and boxes and boxes of nails. So they are all galvanized. Oh, here's another huge box. What? Grip Tight GRT CR175 15 coil roofing nailer. I don't know. We'll figure it out. You know, a little bunch of other, all these cupboards and stuff are full of things that belong somewhere in the church. There's the offering box. Wow, it's even got a lock on it, even though there's no lid. Over here is like just enough carpet to probably carpet this place 3 times over. And it's all like brand new, really nice. I mean, these are just remnant pieces here, but there are massive rolls. There's a lot of carpet, and it's all in excellent condition. No water damage. It's been stored indoors. Really nifty seats, wood back, funky ass cloth seat, but the armrests are really neat wood, and all the frames are metal and they bolt together. I'm gonna get out of here. So right next door here is the another little room, another water hookups, and a drain, toilet. There's where the toilet goes. This the main floor level bathroom. Gotta board up that window. Somebody, I guess when they were doing the roofing, the chute area is right here. And, they were just sliding all the material off the big roof onto this roof that adjoins the parsonage and the church, and then shoveling it down to wheelbarrows and hauling it out. The roof on the caretaker house already finished. The roof on the church and the bell tower and everything else will be finished by the end of November. These are the steps to the main altar area. I'm going to take you on some of these other rooms first. Okay, we came up from the basement on the stairs right there, and they bend around to the left. This is, the entry area, or, there's 2 different doors, and I was told I'll have to take pictures later, but the guy who was going to do the roofing told me that the hinges on this main church door that attaches to the parking lot are at least 100 years old, and that they were originally barn door hinges. They're massive. This room, I imagine, was used by the minister, in preparation for his service. And, then he would walk out the door right here and, over to here, right? Man, this is really interesting. Really, really interesting. I've been trying to find where this chimney goes downward and upward. I can see it on the outside, And it is, well, it's not really part of the heat pump, but it must be the vent for the heat pump. So this is like the entry, and yeah, no, it's actually in much better condition than I thought. It looked like it needed all new chinking or, new grouting or whatever, at least on the outside. And then over here, wow, this is just, see, here's another vent and another little section of brick chimney, and I'm not sure where the hell that even goes to. It really doesn't go to anywhere, so we'll have to figure out. It could be for, I imagine it's got something to do with the heat pump pumping heat up to this main floor area. I mean, God, it's just, there's so much light, and it's just so beautiful looking up at all this woodwork. I don't really know how I'm gonna do it, but I would like to leave as much of the open beams untouched, just raw wood, because it smells good. I mean, it really does. So anyway, this goes out. I'm not really sure what this room's for, but I'll figure that out someday. I just found out from another person, well, actually, I went to the bank to send the earnest money. I'm going to take you behind the altar and show you the baptismal pool. This is all, really nice concrete. I don't know what this room right here is supposed to be, but I will figure it out. And this all looks like it's been replumbed and rewired, because it's all three-prong. A lot of the other stuff over here, the plumbing, this is for an electronic water heater, which goes directly into the baptismal pool, and it's got its own power box. This is behind the altar area. I'm gonna take you over this way. Not really sure what this is gonna need doors. I imagine these doors and a lot of the other fixture stuff is somewhere around here. I just haven't found it yet. There's nooks and crannies and things everywhere that I was told that this is cedar siding, and that anywhere I see this kind of cedar siding, I should do my damnedest to just scrape it clean, put a nice coat of